What's going on? This is CanvasKiller here with this week's episode of CanvasKiller Critiques. And today we're going to be talking about an artist who happens to be a good friend of mine. His name is Geordan Lavale. And I like to think of his art as being similar to like an Easter egg hunt because there are so many underlying details that he includes in a very vibrant piece. And you can view it as a whole without allowing all of the smaller pieces that are attached to it to distract you. And it gives a very entertaining view throughout the work as you're finding all of these small Easter eggs or these small nuggets that he's found a way to really inject into a larger piece. So this piece is titled King's Ascension, and it is an ode to our late great brother Chadwick Boseman. And so this is an ode to the character that Chadwick played in Black Panther. And so we're gonna take a look at it, y'all. I'm gonna minimize myself. Awesome. So in this piece that we're looking at, King's Ascension, I definitely first off notice the vibrancy in the colors. And what I can appreciate is the amount of hues of one single color. The first color that stands out to me is the different ways that the blue is used. To the right of the image of the Black Panther who has his back to us, and he has this gold and magenta and red and light blue garb on. And to the right of him, we have what I see is kind of like an ocean blue, um, like a really softer greenish blue color that's used to flank the right side of this figure. And then literally right underneath it, we have a stripe of a really dark naval blue or phthalo blue that really offsets and accentuates this lighter blue really well. And a lot of the other colors that are here. And then even in the small pocket here, we have even a different tone in this blue that is flanked by this gold and this magenta or this pink or a hot pink rather. And, so there are at least, I'd say, 4 to 5 shades of blue throughout this piece that really are allowing for each figure or each portrait that are in each of these sections to really stand out. And that's the thing to really be appreciative for in art, where you can have a minimalistic effect that you repeat throughout your canvas that really allows for a lot of enjoyable moments. And so even in this portrait that's to the far left, and we have a portrait of the side profile of Chadwick's face, there is a lot of great complementing color between warm and cool colors because there's a royal blue, almost a purple, like a royal blue, a violet color that is really accentuating the orange and brown and maybe a bit of like red hues that are used in the face of Chadwick, as it seems as though he's receiving a lot of sunlight that's being cast on his face. And so this is a very intimate moment that is rather enjoyable because we have both the bold and bright hues of these warm colors and the orange and the red that are accentuated by the cool colors in this royal blue and then in this dark black tone that really just gives you a depth into the amount of sunlight that may not be accessing, the side of his face where his ear might be, or, right to the furthest side of his hairline. And so this piece, from a lot of different vantage points, offers a lot of depth, a lot of different range of depth. And then ultimately you have this other rendition that is front and center of the Black Panther in this two-tone, one part being red and black, the other part, actually three-tone rather, one part being red and black, one part being a gold and black, and then ultimately this gray and black or silver and black, depending upon your preference for color. And, we have three separate renditions of the portrait or the expression of one man, which I feel is really cool. It definitely could metaphorically be akin to giving someone their flowers and all the different hues and shades that flowers and bouquets come he's definitely exhibited all of those colors and those hues in this piece. And so, yeah, I'm going to just take some time to zoom in on some of my favorite details. I really do enjoy the garments that are on the back of the standing Black Panther with his back turned, because it reminds me of a scarf. It reminds me of some sort of Indian garb, if you will, or African garb, where there's really a focus or an emphasis on really vibrant and bright colors, and showing such a range of colors in that there are hues or shades of one color being used repeatedly in order to accentuate the different shades of that same color. So we have some really golden yellows here that are right next to some more cooked egg yolk, some more lighter yolk colors. And that's next to some very vibrant hot pink, and also mixed in with some oranges there. So it's very, very hot and warm colors that are, flanked by these cool colors and the continuance of the blue that keeps resurfacing throughout this piece. So yeah, there are a lot of pieces or a lot of parts of this piece that are really good resting moments. I really do enjoy even this symbol here that is within the Black Panther symbol's mouth. And it's giving me like the vibe of the PlayStation symbol. You know what I'm saying? And how that's become so synonymous with the gaming system and all the games that come with it. And, how important it is to inject these certain symbols that are so synonymous with these different characters that we've, grown to know and love. So this is certainly a great homage piece paid to Chadwick Boseman, the man, as well as Chadwick Boseman as he represents the character of Black Panther. So definitely go to Geordan's page and check out this piece and many others. And he's definitely another artist that will pinpoint some of his favorite moments, with including multiple different perspectives of the same piece throughout a thread posted on his page, where you can see a bit of the detail that I've zoomed in on with this particular piece. And you can get a bit more of his intention behind the certain pieces and the certain sections of this puzzle piece, if you will, that create the whole. So definitely give him a follow. Definitely leave a like and a comment to encourage this young man to keep going. And if there's any of his merchandise that you want, definitely become a collector. I could see this piece being in like either like a child's room who's an avid supporter or collector of comics, or I could see this in an adult's room, whether it be man or woman who is an avid fan of comics and of technical drawing. This image or this aesthetic could do very well in a lot of places. I could see this in a game room. This would really be also really dope on like merchandise, whether it's a shirt or a tote bag. So you could share some of those ideas as well as to where you could see this piece and how you'd like to support it by going to Geordan's Instagram, which I've included in this video. And yes, I'm gonna conclude there. I think I've touched on a lot of my favorite moments. This piece definitely exudes one of my favorite elements and principles of art, which is movement. There are a lot of intersecting lines and large strips of color that will really move you throughout this piece and allow you to find a few pieces or symbols or figures that you may not have seen just viewing it in its wholeness. So thank you for your time. Thank you for viewing. Again, this artist is Geordan Lavale. The piece that we're talking about today is titled King's Ascension. And go and support this brother. If there are any pieces that you want me specifically to talk about, feel free to do so. Leave me a message, leave me a comment on Instagram, and I will be more than happy to do so for you. And yes, be sure to tune in to next week's episode of CanvasKiller Critiques. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to subscribe. Tell your friends about it. And I will see you all next week. Much love.